My apologies for this mess. I'm moving, so it's gonna be a mess in my current home for the next couple weeks, so just bear with me. Hello YouTube, my name's Marie. Today I'm gonna do a first impression review video for the first 9 episodes in Meow the Secret Boy. It's actually such a ridiculous title, but based on that title, you actually know what this show's about. It's a very apt title. It is about a cat who can transform into a human being. That is basically the hook. Like, if you are not interested by that synopsis, by the title, this isn't going to be the show for you, because the show is quite predictable in its humor, quite predictable in the situations. So I'm going to just jump right into characters. First, the female lead. She is a woman in her mid-20s, I would say, who is working at a design company and draws webtoons in her spare time. Her passion is drawing, and she takes home a friend's cat. This cat needs fostering. She is not actually someone who likes cats, so she's really doing her friend a favor. And I will be totally honest with you guys, I did not like our female lead for probably the first 2, 3, maybe even 4 episodes. Even though she's very kind, I found her like super over the top, bubbly, fast talking personality kind of grating. But at this point, I actually love her, and she's part of the show's personality. So our male lead, our feline friend. This actor is the same male lead who played in Angel's Last Mission Love. I believe he's a idol. Infinity or I can't remember the group that he's from, but I think he's in a K-pop group. I just can't remember which. If it wasn't for this actor, this character would be so bland and so boring. It's honestly just kind of a shame, because like they're showing like this type of cat that is very like aloof. Yeah, just aloof. And cats have so much more personality than that. Like, this feels like it was a show written by a person who doesn't actually own a cat or is not a cat person, which is just an odd choice to me. So the cat, our male lead, just doesn't have a lot of personality, and I'm excited to see him develop more of a human personality as the show goes on. Like, right now, his like main personality trait is that like he's a little bit socially awkward, which is to be expected. He's a cat. He's a bit socially awkward, and he wants to stay by the side of our female lead at all cost. Like, that's basically the only things we really know about him. And then we have our second male lead, who is longtime friends with our female lead. I believe they met in probably middle school or maybe early high school. It's one of these really ambiguous relationships where it's like will they, won't they, and they're always kind of on the cusp of like a will they, but never really happens. Is he related to Park Bo-gum? They look like they could be cousins or siblings. Like, their face shape looks like really, like, there's something about this actor that makes me think of Park Bo-gum all the time, even though his voice is so unexpectedly deep and masculine, and I actually quite like him. So last, I'm going to talk about those things that I didn't like at first, but then grew to really like. The audio within the first couple episodes I thought was really strange. Not the audio, but like the sound design of the show. Like, I felt like I was having a hard time hearing conversations, but then all of the like ambient, like footsteps and like someone moving something, like all of the action sounds were really loud. And then I also don't remember a strong soundtrack within those first couple episodes. But now, by the end of the 9th episode, which I watched this morning, the soundtrack is such a character, and it's so charming. Like, it adds this like fairy tale quality to the entire show. Like, not only has the storytelling of the show really reminded me of like a bedtime story, like curl up with a blanket and like, I don't know, like there's just something so charming about this. Like I can visualize this show as like a ballet similar to the Nutcracker. Like it just feels so fairy tale like. So do I recommend you go out and watch Meow the Secret Boy? Yeah, I do. And I think especially if you're in that mood where you want something maybe a little bit fluffier, but that will feel good. Like this is a comfort show and not a guilty comfort. This just makes me feel nostalgic almost of when I was like a little girl watching like the ballerina Barbie movies. Like there's something about this that feels innocent. It's so hard to explain, but I'm loving it. I would give the show at least 4 episodes. 4 episodes is not a huge time commitment because each episode is only half an hour, but again, those first handful of episodes I did not as enjoy very much, but I stuck it through because like I was so intrigued by the premise. The more you watch, the more you'll enjoy it, I guarantee you. Let me know down below if you're watching this K-drama, who is your favorite character? Are you as enchanted with everything about the series as I am? Because this does feel like a feel-good show to me. Yeah, so just let me know down below your thoughts and have a good day, have a good night, bye. And yeah, I am wearing sweatpants, but who isn't at this point, really? Like we're all inside, we're wearing comfy clothes.